Heidi ho, my crafty friends. This is Lori at the Ladybug Journals. Thank you for joining me today here in my craft room. Today, I thought we would have some fun with some decorative pockets. And as I'm doing these, I see I forgot to pick something up. Or as I'm turning on the camera, darn it. Oh, wait a minute, maybe I didn't. Maybe it's sitting right here. Oh, maybe this. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to use this. Never mind. It's going to be a good day, isn't it? Okay. So I think what we're going to do today is I saw this on Kathy's Garden, and I thought what we would do is we would recreate this in my style, which, as you know, my style is, way different than everybody else's. So Kathy used, and I'm going to link Kathy's down below so that you can watch hers. Kathy used an envelope, and let me see if I made any with Kathy's original. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Kathy's original design, she used an envelope, and what she did was she covered it with decorative paper, and hers were really pretty, and then she used a lot of lace, and her seal is a sticker. I used my wax seals on this one, and I used a wax seal on this one. Now, like I said, Kathy's seal that she used is a sticker, and I'm going to put Kathy's site below so that you can go watch her site and or watch her original video so that you can see hers. Now, other than that, they're similar. I didn't use an envelope. Mine is just cardstock. Okay. At least I don't think they are. See, mine's double-sided cardstock, but here's the matching tag, and it's decorated. And you could also put other stuff in these because they're a little big. Now this one might be, I'm not sure actually if this one is or not. It looks a little bright, so this one might be an envelope. It might be a yellow envelope. But there's the tag, and they're just simple tags. They're not anything, crazy. And then the outside is decorated, and you can also put a tag here if you want. If you want on the outside of this one. I just put my tag on the inside, or I could flip it and put my tag there, but that just was a little too much. And then this one, I put my tag on the outside, and I could make another tag and put on the inside if I want. Now this one I made from a book page. Can you see the book page in there? This one I made from a book page. And if I wanted, I could put this on the inside like that. But I really kind of liked it on the outside, even though it's a little loose. I think I might move it to the inside here, like this, and just let it stick up just a little bit, and put something else out here, that kind of breaks up the flowers. So that's what we're going to do today. And like I said, you can watch Kathy's. Now, this one that we're going to do, we're going to use, and if I sound different, it's because I've got a microphone on today. Because my allergies have my voice, I sound like a frog. That's the only way I can tell you. I sound like a frog. So hopefully I won't start coughing again. And if I do, I apologize. I've had those little coughing fits now going on for a couple of days. So we're going to try. So what I'm going to do is I'm using index cards. These are large index cards. That's what these are. And I glued my paper to them last night. And I just let them sit overnight to dry. So that's all these are. They're just large index cards. And I do see here, I need to trim this a little bit more right across the top here and up here. There we go. Oops, and over here it looks like I missed. Okay. So that's all that is. They're just large index cards. You can use anything you want. You can use an envelope, you can use a book page, you can use a paper bag, use whatever you have. It doesn't matter. And for my front, I'm just going to use this. I thought those flowers were so pretty against this peach. I also had this blue with the butterflies that I was going to use. I thought that was really pretty. But then I found this in my stash and I thought, ooh, I think I like those better. So, but I went around my corners. Now, the one thing I did find out was after you glue, if you're going to glue something onto something else, it gets really thick. And these little rounders have a really hard time going over them. So I'm going to round my corners before I put my pages together. Does that make sense? Or before I create my pocket, I guess is what I want to say. Before I create my pocket. Yeah, that's what I want to say. Before I create my pocket. Yeah, that's what I want to say. Before I create my pocket. Oh my gosh. See, and here's another little piece I missed right here. Yeah, allergies have even got my brain fried. Okay. Yeah, I woke up last night just having a silly coughing fit, and the dogs are in the bedroom, and they did not like being woken up. It was like, well, I was just sorry about that, but you all just need to go back to sleep and just be quiet. There we go. That's better. Now, I'm also going to go on. Now, let's make sure and I see a little piece right here. That's the one thing about, gluing colored paper onto white paper is you definitely see your places that you missed. But I'm not going to sit here and fuss and fret about it because I'm going to ink my edges. And I'm just going to use Vintage Photo. And that's going to take care of anything that I've missed. And I'm doing them separate because once I get them together, I don't want to see this white index card. I don't want to see any part of it. And I'm just doing it real quick. I'm not making a big rigmarole about it. I just don't want to see any part of it. Here we go. And ooh, you can tell my sponges is saying, I think I've had enough. But you know what? Those make the best sponges. And this paper already had some printed on it, a little bit of staining like this. So I'm just kind of enhancing that a little bit. And it's got a fleur-de-lis on it. And, before I turned the camera on, I kept trying to figure out, oh, I want to do this too. I kept trying to figure out which way that fleur-de-lis went. And I finally, coming from Kentucky, that fleur-de-lis is everywhere. And if I remember right, the little pointy piece, goes up. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to round these top edges. And the only reason I'm rounding this is because I just like the way it looks. I think it looks nice and neat. And but you don't have to. If you don't like it, don't do it. Just because I'm doing it, don't do it. It's totally up to you. Now, I do have a suggestion for you, though. If I were using the blue And see how much longer it is? Now, the butterflies are going sideways. I know, don't freak out. But if I were using the blue and my paper was longer, I would go on and fold this around first, like this. And I would glue this on the inside, okay? And across that seam, after I glued it down, I would put a piece of washi or a book page or something, you know, so that seam was covered. Then I would glue these together like this, so that on the back, you don't see it. Okay? That's just what I would do. That's just me. If you don't care, then that's up to you. Or if you're going to glue this down in your book, you don't even have to do this on the back. You can do this around without it, like this, and then glue it down in your book, you know, make the big pocket in your book. And now you've got the pocket that goes like this on your page in your book, but I would still put something across that, or even on the edges. So if you try to put something down in that pocket, it's not catching on that little seam that you created. So make that seam kind of go away. Okay. So depending on what you're going to do with it, and you know what? Let's do that so I can show you. All right. So I have our little green journal here. Here's our little green journal. So let's find a page to put this, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, let's put it on this page. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, so this is going to be a really big pocket. So it would be a page pocket, okay? It's going to cover the whole page. It's a little bit wide, but that's okay. We have plenty of room. We have plenty of room in here. So if I close the book, we have to make sure it doesn't hit the seam. It doesn't stick out too far, and that's okay. Now, if you don't like it there, flip on through your journal, find something else. Now, remember, we've got, I put in here some mixed media paper because our next project is going to be creating on that. Okay, so let's put it here. This might be a little bit wider. Yeah, it's a little bit, not a big deal. Or we can cut it down. Let's cut it down. If that's freaking some of you out, let's just cut it down. All right, so let's see. How much do we need to cut it down? So if you don't want to put it in your journal, this would be a good exchange. You know, you could do it as a gift exchange with a friend. You could do it for a, you know, in a swap. That would be fun. You could definitely do it as a swap. Okay, so now we're going to have a tall one. And if we're going to have something that's going to go on our page, I'm going to make mine a little bit shorter. Okay, I definitely need to put in a new blade because this blade is just not cooperating. Okay. Yeah, because now it's not even cutting through. So we're going to put in a new blade. Okay. And as you can see, these can be any size. They don't have to be great big ones. They can be any size. Change your mind? No big deal. So I'm going to put mine on this page in our little green journal. Oh, I guess I need to do this bottom one, don't I? I love pockets like this in journals. They're fun because you can create big tags. You can put stuff in them. You can put other pockets on the front of them. And I love to layer pockets. You guys know I love to layer pockets. Okay, let's get that stuff out of our way. Let me check on the mic here. Make sure I'm still recording. Okay, good. All right, so if we're going to do it this way, I still want to use this on the front, but now it's a little wide. So we're just going to wrap it around the corners on the back. So let's figure out where we're going to wrap it. Or are we going to use something else on this one? Okay, if we wrap it, we lose the number 7. We lose a piece of the yellow. I could live with that. Or we could, come here, you. Come here, you. You know what? Let me put our trimmer there so we don't lose it. Or we could grab this out of it comes out of the same pack and cut it down. Let's do that. I like that on there. All right, so let's cut this down. Let's maybe go, let's go this way. Let's make sure it's straight though. Nothing, now let's go 2 inches. Let's go 2.5 inches. You all knew I was going to change my mind, didn't you? Let's go 2 inches. Here we go. I like that. I like this green. See, that green. I love that color. You know, I just love that. Sorry, dude. I'm popping you off of there. All right, let's do some corner rounding here. Now this one, being that it's got that pretty green, I'm just going to ink it just a smidgen. I'm not even going to open the ink. I'm just going to use what's on there because I don't want that white to show. So I'm just running it around the edge, just like that. Okay, just like that. Now, it's long enough that we can take it right around the edge, just like that. Now, if you don't have a scoreboard, I'm going to show you a way you can still score something without a scoreboard. And you guys probably already know this trick. You're going to take your ruler and you're going to line it up, take your, and run it right down the side a couple times. Okay. There you go. Automatically scores for you. Put it back. And do the same thing again. See, you don't have to have a scoreboard. And then fold. Okay. Make sure I got them going the right way. Decide where you want it. And now it's around. Okay, so now we can glue that down. So let's get our art glitter glue. Come on. All right, let's make sure we're going to put this down straight. So let's move our card straight. We're going to use the lines on the board. And there we go. Let's scoot that over. Okay, right there. And then we're going to fold this one over, just like that. Okay, there's our little pocket. Get that put over there. Okay, now you can decorate this further if you want. Okay, let me put up my scissor holder out of the way. Okay, you know, with other stickers, other patterns, other designs, whatever you want. You can put a cutout up here if you want, which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to put just a little one up here. Okay, I actually remembered to do that before I put it down this time. Now remember, I'm going to put something across the back of this since it's going in. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter because it's going to be on the page. Remember, it's going to be on the page. So I'm just using a piece of washi tape to put right across there. Let me grab my glue stick. Let's get a hold of. There, we're going to put that there. I'm going to use this little piece here. So I think that yellow one I showed you must have been part of this. Let's pull this washi tape off. Get off of there. Now, the reason I'm doing this is I want to cover up that raw edge. I don't want anything to catch on it when I'm taking anything in and out. And I know this washi tape, once I glue it down, it's going to be permanent. And washi tape is not meant to be permanent. Even your brand new, most expensive washi tape is not meant to be permanent. That's the whole idea behind washi tape. It's repositionable tape. It's not meant to be permanent. Right there. Just some of it has a little more sticky on it than others. Okay. Now we can put that on our page, or we can decorate it right now. So maybe we'll do that. So I'm thinking I like that green. So I'm going to put a little bit of these on it. And I think I have somewhere. Okay, I can never figure out where this opens. Never. I can never figure out. There it is. Right there. Right there. Now, these feel really sticky, but I'm going to go on and put just a couple of dots of, oh my, of glue on them just to be on the safe side. Because if they come off, they'll stick to my other pages. Okay, there's those. I like these little green dots. Okay. And I have purple somewhere that I want to use on it because that's not the ones I want. That's not the ones I want. Where's my purple? I have purple somewhere that I want. Is that the purple? No. No? Okay. Let's just go on and get our lace on it. Oh, look here. I have lace that has that same color on it. Or I guess it's not lace, it's ribbon. Let's see. No, I don't like that at all. Do not like that at all. Yuck. I think it's that peach color. So let's just get our lace on it that I had right here. I like this. Get off of there. I'll have to get out my purple butterfly. Now, when I played with this, I couldn't decide if I wanted it down the side of the pocket or if I wanted it all the way down. I think all the way down will hamper, what goes in this pocket. So I think I'm just going to put it across the bottom of the pocket like that. Okay. All right, so anytime I glue lace that's kind of thick, I use my Fabri-Tac. So let's use our Fabri-Tac, and we're going to just put a nice thin line all the way across the bottom. Just like that. Well, maybe I can get this back in there before it volcanoes out. And I always let it stick off of the edge enough that I can come in and trim it when I'm ready to. Just like that. There we go. And make sure you don't glue down your pocket. Or I guess this is actually a belly band, isn't it? It's not a pocket. Oh, I guess you could make it a pocket, couldn't you? Yeah, you could make that a pocket. You don't have to make it a belly band. Hey, I like that idea. Let's make that a pocket. That sounds like a great idea. All right, so I got to turn this upside down. Let's make this a pocket. So what I'm doing is I'm running glue underneath. I know you can't see what I'm doing. That's what happens when I change my mind mid-flow. I just ran glue underneath the paper, you know, right about where the ribbon is. See it poking out there? And I need to get my paper towel here. Got them sitting on the floor so I can wipe this off. There we go. So now we have a pocket. So now this is a little pocket. Oh dear, I should have punched that before I did it. Let's see if I can get this in there. Just a smidge. Just a little smidge. There, just like that. Okay, so see now this is a little pocket. That's a little pocket like that. Okay, yeah, that'll be fun. Okay, and I have these little, they're actually crochet counters. My friend gave them to me. I used to crochet a lot. I can't crochet anymore for the life of me. I just can't do it. And I want to put one, before we put this on the page, I want to put one up here. So let me grab my little things here. Hold on just a second. Okay. So once I got over there, I thought, oh, maybe we want to do, this instead of this. So let's see. I think I like this color. It kind of matches, you know, what's on this darker color. It matches the body of the butterfly. So maybe we'll use that. So I guess we're going to end up having to punch a hole anyhow, aren't we? So if we put that there, we could put this little crochet counter on there. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Here, this little ladybug, because the little ladybug has the black. But I don't think I like that little ladybug. It's red, and these are purples and greens. All right, ladybug. Sorry about that, girly. So I guess we're back to this little guy. So let's take this off of here. Let's see, do we want 20? So I have all kinds of numbers here. Let's see what number we want. Oh, 30. Let's take 30. Let's use the number 30. Okay. Okay. Now, let's see if I can just, where's that little, here it is right here. That's not it. Silly thing. There it is. This is just my little awl. And I'm just going to poke a hole right here. I'm just poking a hole right through. So I can take this and put it, whoops, and put it through there like that. And I'm going to clip it closed. And I'm going to let it hang. And then I'm going to take our number 30 and I'm going to take a little piece of lace. And I think I want to use maybe a different piece than this. I have a little piece that has a little, it's kind of an open weave. I think I want to use that because I think that'll be easy to get through there. So I think I want to just fold it. Let's see, let's open, maybe we can get it through the pin. We'll open it and I'm going to see if I can get it like right through that hole there. And I think I probably should have done this before I put it on there because now it's going to be backwards. So let's take our little pin out here. Now, I always do this. I always come up with these ideas after I get it on. All right. So let's put this on here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that goes through there nicely. And that I can put on there anytime. Okay. And let's see, what else can we put on there? What's in our stash here? What's in our little stash? Do we have a little piece of fabric that would match it? We have a little piece of green ribbon. Let's see if it matches. Not so much. Let's see if I have that little piece of green fabric that we've been working with. Oh, I have a piece of that black fabric. Let's use that. Let's cut off a little piece of this black fabric. This is from the bee journal that we worked with. So here, let me fray this edge here. Now I'm making a mess, aren't I? I'm just making a mess. Well, that's all right. We'll clean it up. We will clean it up. Here we go. Okay, now let's put that on. There we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah. All right. Okay, now we'll stick our number 30 in here. And let it hang. There. There we go. And now, get off of there. There's our little pocket for our page. So now let's bring our page over. All right, so we're going to put it. Now, I would put it there normally, but the page is torn, so we need to cover that up because anything I put in there is going to catch. So let's get out our washi tape that we had, or any washi tape, any's going to do, because I've got to put glue on it anyhow. I mean, this is even really, really sticky, but I need to, now you don't have to use washi tape. I could use a piece of this fabric, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down like this, and I'm going to wrap it around. So whatever's on one side is going to be on the other. It's going to go like this. So maybe we will use fabric. Let's see. So we are going to use fabric, I think. I'll show you how to use fabric instead of washi. So depending on how big your fabric is and how big of a piece you're going to use, and your glue stick. Now you can't use things like a really thin piece, a really thin holding Elmer's glue. Like Elmer's school glue will not hold this. It just won't. It's just not a strong enough school glue. You need a stronger holding glue for this. Okay, so I've got this covered in a good strong glue. I'm going to put this over my tear. Now, I don't even have to use a glue stick. I can use wet white glue. I can use Eileen's glue sticks. Whoops, everything's getting ready to fall. I could use Fabri-Tac. There we go. And I just folded that over. How about we move that paper cutter before it bites the dust and is really useless. There we go. I could use, there we go. Now, once that dries, that'll be okay. See, it's very sticky now. Okay, so I have to give that a couple minutes to dry. And now this, I'm going to put like this. And I know it adds some bulk, but I don't care. I like bulky journals. As you guys know, I like bulky journals. And because I'm gluing over that, I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. Oops, we got to trim this ribbon that we put on here. Yeah, because I know this is going to dry rather quickly. I'm going to put my hand on the page that isn't going to move. I'm going to make sure that this is pulled down where I want it. Because once the glue is up here, it's not going to move. So, come on, you guys. Come on down. Scoot on down. There we go. And I'm going to glue this down just like any other pocket. Now, you can't put anything in this pocket for a while, okay? Because everything has to dry. The fabric that we put down has to dry. The glue on the pocket has to dry. So you can't put anything in your pocket. If you make a tag, it can't go in the pocket. Okay, let's pull this around here. Make sure everything is touching the paper. Anything that's popping out, any of the glue here that's coming out, you need to wipe off or it will stick to this page. Okay. And now we have a big pocket. And they're just the same as these. It just doesn't have a back on it. So you can make this same type of pocket that looks like this, or it looks like this on the page. Okay? All right. So that was fun. So now you have two different ways of making these pockets. And like I said, I will link Kathy's video down below so you can watch her video and see how she did them. Kathy always makes lovely, lovely projects. And she, like I said, she uses envelopes. She cuts her envelope to the size of her page or the size of her project. So if you have junk mail envelopes that you would like to use, you know, get them out and you can follow along with her. Okay, so thanks so much for being here today. It was so much fun crafting along with you. I always like having friends in my craft room and creating and having some fun. It's just always fun. You know, it's always fun creating with your friends, isn't it? So, if you are new to the craft room, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you stopped in to join us today. If you're a current subscriber, welcome back, welcome back. I love having you here. If you haven't subscribed and you're just stopping in to see what all the fun is about and all the talk is about, I invite you to subscribe because, now you know. Now you know what all the fun is about. Share them with your friends. Tell your friends to come join you. I invite everybody to share, of course, because that's what makes everything so much fun when we share with our friends. So until I see you guys the next time in our next fun video, ta-ta for now.